Hello, welcome back to my channel. Yes. Hey, champions win. That's what you call that, isn't it? Champions win. Big up to Rosa, already in the building. I can confirm to you guys, as it stands, Man United, the mighty Man United, is losing 1-0 at halftime to Crystal Palace. So, we might come back to that. By the time my stream is done, that game should be full time. So let's see how that goes. But we're not here for United. Fuck the Drags. We are here for Man City. There will be some complaints. We did not by any stretch of the imagination play perfectly. But listen, we won. I'm gonna keep consistent. Listen, I said I want big score lines. I want big wins because that puts more pressure on Arsenal, and that is still true. Still want these big wins. I want us to go beat Arsenal, not Arsenal, West Ham, to put pressure on Arsenal, and I wanted to do it with a big score line. You want to win the league title? Don't depend on that Etihad fixture. Sure, we can go to the Etihad and win the league title that way. But what if we lose at the Etihad? I'm not saying we will, but what if we do? You want to have insurance, as so to say. You want to make Arsenal drop points. The only way Man City can make Arsenal drop points before we play them is by putting maximal pressure. You do that with big score lines and all of that, but again, we won, so happy days. That's the most important part of a title race. If we win every game until the end of the season, we still win the league title, like regardless. But yeah, big up Rosa. What happened? What happened in 2026 that Ruben Dias hype is not applicable anymore? Because he's been good. He's been good since he came back. He's been good all season. So what happened in? What happened to Ruben Dias in 25-26 where Ruben Dias hype is not warranted? He's been brilliant this season. I don't know. It's a weird thing where he played one okay game. He didn't even play that bad. He played one okay game against Newcastle. Kuznov came off the bench. And all the news was Kuznov must start every game. Yada. Nah. Respect Dias. Respect Dias, because this is silly. Rosa, let's be honest, this is silly. Erling Haaland scored 20 goals, whatever he scored. That's one bad run of form. Get him out of my club. Bro, like, this fan base is silly. Foden started the season brilliantly. Now he's not playing a bit, he's had a few poor games. Get him out of my club. But all this is silly. Let's be honest, this shit is silly. Let's not do this, Rosa. This is all silly. Tottenham is losing 2-0, by the way. Big up him. Tottenham is losing 2-0. Michael had prime had loss, didn't he? Yeah, Billoward is a rather small park, isn't it? Belloward is like a weird mixture between a zoo and an attraction park. It's not really got that much of a theme either, so I guess it's an amusement park rather than a theme park. But hey, it's a nice place to go. I do like the boomerang. If you've never been on a Vekoma boomerang, a Vekoma boomerang is a type of attraction. They've got one of those in like Belloward. This has nothing to do with football, but I like those. I like those. Yo, big up to Adam. How are you? What happened to standards though, Alf? Well, what you're talking about is not standards. That's the problem. Here is the thing with here is how standards work. You set your standards on a realistic balance, based on the resources available, based on the resources spent, based on what you've got in your team. That you set those standards, yeah, based on what's available. You can reevaluate those standards, you can change your mind on those, but you set those standards, yeah? My standard is, we should win the league title against Arsenal. I think Liverpool was going to win the league title, but Liverpool fell off unexpectedly, so I reevaluated my standards. I think against this Arsenal team, we should win the league title. But if we don't win the league title and we do a cup double or we win the Champions League, that's still fair. So that is standards. And when your standards are met, you praise a player. Ruben Dias has been brilliant all season. Yeah, he was a bit worse last season. Let's be honest, last season Ruben Dias was not great. Let's be honest. But this season he has been brilliant. And he's still receiving pelters. This season, Donnarumma has been brilliant, and he's been receiving pelters. We are second, only 2 points behind Arsenal, and our players are receiving pelters. That is not I don't care what you call that. That is not standards. That is not standards. Once your standards are met, especially if you have very high standards, a lot of praise is due. And that is the thing where Man City fans don't seem to be coming in. Pep Guardiola underperformed last season. Everyone. I'm not even going to bother going through the names. Everyone. And I criticize them heavily. This season, Pep Guardiola's been brilliant. Yeah, you can say it. Last season he was shit. This season he's been brilliant. He's not made the same mistake twice all season. Not once this season has he made the same mistake twice. Not once. So you look at the players, most of them have been brilliant. Yeah, there's been board games, and I've criticized those board games. Cherky was awful yesterday, and I will talk about it. He's been brilliant all season. When you have standards, you must praise those players when they achieve those standards. You can't just criticize, you can't just say, get on the bench when someone's not been bad. This fan base, a lot of them, they just pick players they don't like and they criticize them. That is not standards. That is not standards. That is just, I hate this player. There's a difference there. Ruben Dias was brilliant. Oh, but standards. No, he was brilliant. Why? What standard do you have to which you can criticize Ruben Dias for how he played yesterday? Because I tell you right now, he is the best defender, centre-back, should I specify, in the Premier League, in my opinion. I would argue maybe Josko or Gabriel is better. Fair. So third best. Let's say he's the third best centre-back in the entire Premier League. He played a brilliant game yesterday. What standards are you talking about where I'm supposed to criticize him? Like, I'm not sure what standards are at this point. Yes, I have standards. Yes, I expect us to win trophies. I will also praise players when they do their job. Yeah, it's a double-edged blade. When you do poorly, you get cut. When you do well, this analogy doesn't make sense, but you get my points. But when you do well, you receive praise. It goes both ways. That's how standards work. Anyhow, let's move on. Big up Adam. Yeah, Matthijs Nunes, by the way. Woeful last season. Woeful his entire tenure here. This season, though, brilliant. There you go. Standards. This season, he's been brilliant. He's been one of the best right backs. Arguably the best right back in the world. Goes two ways. Big up Adam. Don't worry about it. You're always in my chats. Don't worry, bro. Don't worry. Goal FC Twente, 2-0 Feyenoord. Hey. Van Persie isn't having a great time, is he? Big up to Zeer and always Bayern and Chelsea Dan. Yeah, big up to all of them. Hey, big up Zeer. His club got their luck back. They actually won a game. Congratulations, Harry Kane. Record holder for the most penalties in a Bundesliga season. Cheers. I'm also doing great. My team against Forest, Donnarumma. I think we all agree with that. DIAS, Guehi, Nuri. Rodri, Nico. I assume you mean Nico Gonzalez, because I do think that Nico O'Reilly might be injured. We'll talk about that later. Cherky, Semenyo, Omar. Haaland will be back for that Nottingham Forest game. I've heard. I have heard. I don't know if it's true. But he will probably be back for that Forest game. London Derby today, or the London Classical Red versus Blue. Yeah, listen. I think Chelsea win, I can't lie. I actually think Chelsea win. You sometimes need to be delusional. Delusion will make you happy. Bottle Job champions versus so-called World Cup champions. Community Shield assures gold. That's what I call that. So where are your standards? We barely won by just 1 goal. We won. And I will criticize the players who played poorly. I will also praise DIAS, who played brilliantly. You know, if we win every game to the end of the season, we win the title, right, Rosa? If Chelsea lose today, then all we have to do is win a game in hand against a very weak Palace side to go top of the league. I understand standards. Listen, go back to my streams and videos of last season. But you've got to be reasonable. When the team plays well, you've got to praise them. This is stupid, Rose. I'm sorry to say it. When the team plays well, when the team wins the games. This is, I believe, 6 games in a row that we've won. We played against Liverpool at Anfield. When's the last time we won there? Forget COVID, because stadium doesn't matter in COVID, because there's no crowds. Not in my fucking lived experience. Like, come on. Who has been better this season? DIAS or... I mean, easily DIAS. I don't think Saliba is that good. I think he kind of gets scattered by Gabriel. Well, I won't say that to him. He's made mistakes, but he's been good this season. It's that simple. Nunez has been brilliant all season as well. And City did the double over the Leeds on aggregates. We usually do the double over a lot of teams, don't we? From now on, Man City are winning all their remaining games in the Premier League, and Arsenal will crumble at some point. There you go, that's something I can agree on. Big up Tausif. What do we get to? 90 points then? We're finishing on 90 points. I don't even think we can still get 90, actually. It's a Bengal, Rapids, River. Bro, I don't know these attractions out of my head. I think that's the new one, isn't it? That's the new one. The small one. Dortmund Bayern, it was a better game for more action as well. Harry Kane also scored a non-penalty goal. Congratulations, he's got 20. In the Bundesliga, by the way, where Gudassi hits 30 this season. I'm now watching the World of Belloir on my TV. They made a documentary, did they? Crystal Palace gave it away. It's still 1-0. It's still 1-0 to Man United. They didn't give shit away. It's still it's still 1-0 to Palace. Yeah, DIAS Guehi have been solid, I agree. Anyhow, let's actually talk about the players. Sure. This season he has been world class, but as a player he is not world class. He's had a world class season, but he's not a world class player. I think to be a world class player, you need to have a few seasons where you've been world class. Not just one season. Madrid City again in a few weeks. Bro, I'm so tired of that Madrid City game. I'm so tired of that. I don't even think I'll do a preview. Let's do a review instead. Man City against Leeds. Let's actually get started on that with 15 minutes in. Donnarumma. Not the most to do, Donnarumma. He made 2 saves. 2 very good saves, by the way. 1 very good save. I think the first save, he had to get that. I know it's it went right to the corner of the what you call it, of the net, but I think he should have always had that, and he did. The other save he made, I think that came off a counter, if I remembered correctly. That was his second save. Very good save, made himself big. His passing, again, very good passing. I know people will say, oh, but Donnarumma's passing gives us problems. I disagree wholeheartedly. I think Donnarumma is a brilliant passer of the ball. Is he Ederson level brilliant? Of course he's not, but our problems in build-up don't come from Donnarumma. He doesn't give us the advantages in build-up that Ederson may have made, but that doesn't equate to being the problem in build-up. There's a big difference there. I think when you talk about causing problems, you're actively providing a negative. I think Donnarumma provides a positive in build-up. It's not as big of a positive as what Ederson provided, but it is a positive. Whereas I think Donnarumma just provides an incredible positive swing for Man City in the saves he makes. Not this game specifically. He had a comfortable game, made 2 good saves, but other than that, not all too much. But in general, I'm talking right now, very solid goalkeeper. Both passing and actual goalkeeping, by the way. He's not just good with stopping shots, he's a good passer. Man United have equalized. Terrible day. Terrible day. Man United have equalized. Ref sets penalty. Fuck the ref. Mbappé and Bellingham won't be available for the first leg of that Real Madrid game. I'm aware about that. Listen, I think we can beat this Madrid side. We've already beaten them at the Bernabeu. If we win at the Bernabeu in the first leg, I think the first leg is the Bernabeu, then I think we win. Oh, is that the one? Is that the one I posted a picture of on Twitter? Oh, yeah. That one's great. That one's great when it's not fucked up. Cause like I had to wait like 20 minutes. Like I was already on the attraction. I had to wait 20 minutes cause something like went wrong with like, I don't know, the suspensors or something. So it took forever. That one is a lot of fun. Yeah. Genk stump on Gent. Well, they're not from the same city actually. They're the opposite sides of the country. City is almost the same name, but they are the opposite sides of the country. Genk has been pretty good since Nicky Hyen went there. Gent stay humble, eh? Well, yeah. Goal, yeah, Man United. I would rather have had... Really? I wanted revenge on Bodo Glimt, man. I wanted revenge in that easy side of the bracket. Yeah, but neither is Bodo. Bodo has played a few good games, but they're not a good all-round team. We would stomp them in knockouts. Donnarumma only made 2 saves, but they were good saves and kept a clean sheet. 8 out of 10. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Rosa. I agree. Red card, Manchester United is back. There. Red card to Leeds. A cross scored the goal, then got sent off. Red card and Fernandes penalty. Ay. Leeds is giving that game away. Goal Union Saint-Gilloise was disallowed. They are playing right now. They're playing against Westerlo. They'll probably win that game. Don't bother watching it. Don't bother watching it, Wim. They'll win that game. Nuri, our left back, who apparently can't defend, according to the Twitter mob. The Twitter mob thinks he can't defend because, you know what people do, yeah? They see a player who's very good going forwards. They assume, like a fullback in this case, very good going forwards, and they assume because he's good going forwards, he can't be good defensively. But now he's good at both of it. Nuri is a brilliant defender, but that's what he did going forwards. I think Nuri started off slowly while defending. He but he got into the game slowly. He had a poor start, I'm gonna be honest. But he got into the game gradually. Especially going forwards, he was brilliant. But defensively, he also does his job. Rarely anything goes down his side, because he's so good defensively. He will win the ball back high up the pitch. When you sink back into a deep shape, he'll still play very good. It's a brilliant left back. And he was our best creator against Leeds. Constant threat. Brilliant cross to Semenyo for the goal. What can I say about this guy? He's a brilliant, brilliant player, bro. I will not take any other left back in the world over Ait Nouri. I'm being serious. I remember saying, yeah, Ait Nouri got injured against Spurs, played on an injury against Brighton, and then O'Reilly started playing, right? And the fan base was like, O'Reilly is the main left back. How does Ait Nouri get back into this scene? I remember saying, O'Reilly is brilliant. But the moment Ait Nouri is back, Ait Nouri will start. Because O'Reilly's got nothing on Ait Nouri. And that is no offense to O'Reilly. He's a brilliant player. But just look at the absolute quality that Ait Nouri has. I said this at the start of the season when people were like, oh, Ait Nouri doesn't get back into the team. I said it. The moment he's back from injury, he is starting. Because he is that guy. He is arguably the best left back in world football. Definitely in the Premier League. Mostly because there's not a lot of good left backs in the Premier League, to be fair. But still, he's the best left back in the Premier League. He's arguably the best in world football. This guy is brilliant, going forwards, defending, creating, crossing, shooting. Even didn't do that today, but he's brilliant at everything. He's so good in tight spaces as well, both defensively and attacking. He's very quick with passing. He's very good at playing out from the back, keeping control. I mean, this guy was made to play for Pep Guardiola. Quite simply put, he was made to play for Pep Guardiola. I give him a very, very strong 9 out of 10, to be honest. I think he played a very brilliant game. Cole Palmer, please do us a favor today. Cole Palmer hat-trick, bro. We will be there. We will be there. Cole Palmer hat-trick on the Asna. 2-3 Chelsea. Ait Nouri is easy man of the match. He created the goal. He did. I'll talk about this later. I won't get ahead of myself. I'll talk about this when we get to Cherky. He created the goal and defended great. Yeah. How am I hating? I praised him. How am I hating? I literally said he's the best left back in world football. How am I hating? Ait Nouri. Easy. Semenyo or Vini Jr. Well, let's not take the piss. Let's not take the piss here. VAR masterclass to ruin our game. Whenever the VAR benefits the Rags, it's just... Then they ruin the game, don't they? And they will score from open play soon and continue their campaign. United, you mean? Maybe. Do you think Ait Nouri will pocket Rodrigo? Brother. If they're starting Rodrigo... yeah. Big up Tausif. Big up to Blue Moon as well. Just wait till we start playing well. I think we played well yesterday. I think a few players played very poorly, but overall, as a team, we defended well. I think our attackers just had a poor game. That's all. Cherky is a start too. Yes. Ait Nouri is looking the player we thought we were getting. Hey, I said so. I said so. People were too quick to say Ait Nouri doesn't get back in. Brother, yeah, like bro. These people just did not watch Ait Nouri at Wolves, did they? Like, if they genuinely thought Ait Nouri was not getting back into our team after his injury, they just did not watch him at Wolves. That's the only conclusion I can make. He's so good. Anyhow, Mark Guehi. Not his best game. I'll be honest. He just played okay. feel like he didn't have a very big impact. He won the ball back a few times, but he passed. I just think he didn't do as much as maybe Ruben Dias did next to him. Played okay. He played okay. Not too much to say about Guehi, to be honest. He played okay, I think. What I will say is he's very disciplined. He's always in position, which I suppose you need to praise that. He's always in position. He never sets a foot wrong. So because of that, he's always in position to make the interceptions. He's always in position to force to slow down counters or to win back the ball or to make the tackle. So that was again through this game. He didn't have too much to do. So I'll give him a 7.5. I also think it's passing. Because Gray has some very good passing forward. I don't think today was his best passing day. Or well, should I say yesterday. Man United scored the 2-1, by the way. He's passed better in the past, let's be honest. He could have passed better. Could have made a lot of better passes. Just not quite the game that he's played, but he's still played solid. Still played solid. And a lot of our players passed poorly. I think O'Reilly and Silva, their passing were below normal. The front three was not passing brilliantly. So a lot of players were passing poorly. Not just Guehi, but I just think it's worth noting there that his passes were sometimes a bit flat. Ruben Dias. He's the title of the video. Of the stream, should I say. What's the title of the stream? Respect Dias? Let me see, what did I title this? Respect Dias, Man City title favorites. That was what I titled it. Yeah. Respect Dias. We already had this conversation. Listen, we already had this conversation, so I'm not gonna have it again. But I'm just gonna say, Ruben Dias is so brilliant. He just blocked so many counters. He just wins the ball back before the danger even has a chance to be created. He's so comfy under pressure. He rarely loses the ball. He's very quick with his passing, by the way. Passing quickly is important. Not just passing correctly and not losing the ball, but making the pass quickly so that you can go forwards quickly and that you can escape pressure. Because if you pass slowly, even if your pass connects, you might not escape the pressure. He is able to just make that pass first time very quickly. So, yeah, very brilliant game, I would say. He's my man of the match. We already talked about him, so I won't go too much longer. But he's my man of the match. I'll give him a 9.1 out of 10. Goal, Man United. Yeah. Goal, Tottenham as well. That is not what we need. We need Tottenham relegated, bro. 2-1 in all games now. Hey. We need, bro, I am here for the relegation of Tottenham. I am the biggest Tottenham hater. I am here for that Tottenham relegation. Burn that stadium down, bro. Burn that cursed stadium down. I'm so tired of that stadium. Burn it down. Guehi, Dias, 7.5 both. Respect Dias, bro. Dias was man of match. Respect Dias. Rosa. Respect Dias. Dias, 9.1. Give him a 9 at least. Give him a 9 at least, bro. Respect Dias. Guehi solid game. Dias, incredible. Especially first half. Respect Dias. Respect. Yeah? Respect. Get Jose Mourinho in here. Respect. Respect. Hey? Okay. Ruben Dias. 9.1. My man of the match. Respect Dias. Respect Dias. 2-1 Tottenham. All games 2-1. Hey. Tottenham still getting relegated though. And maybe there is time for the Crystal Palace equalizer. We will be there. Slont Larsen late equalizer. That's gonna be so... Oh, that's gonna be so good, bro. I can feel it in my bones. Yeah, they got one back. Chesko purple patch. Hey, listen. Some players just have a run of forward once in a while and think they're good. What's his name? What's his name? Oh, I'm blinking here. Oh, I'm such a fraud. Marcus Rashford, there we go. I can't think of his name, Jesus. Marcus Rashford was just like that, bro. Purple patch once in a while, and people thought he was good, bruv. He is not that guy, bro. He is not that guy. 2-1 all games now. Yeah. I think Brighton will stay 2-1. I think Fulham will put in a third, so that's gonna finish 3-1. And then Strand Larsen equalized against Man United. It will be there. It will be glorious. Cope, Alf, cope. I will not. Listen, we won. You're the one coping. You don't want to recognize that Ruben Dias was brilliant. You are the one coping. So next up, Mateus Nunes. Nunes, very solid player. Very solid game. I don't think this was his best game, to be honest. Defensively, he was great. But going forward, I just think he was doing nothing. I don't think he put in one good cross. Maybe he put in one good cross that I'm forgetting about, but I really don't think he played that good of a game. He can do a lot of better going forwards, but defensively, he played very solid. Did his job. Didn't allow a lot to go through him, so I'm very happy with Nunes. That entire back four kept us in this game. That entire back four and Donnarumma, brilliant, all five of them. Back four, Donnarumma, Rodri ahead of them, brilliant game by them. Kept the. I mean, I said this. It's not like they have the fastest attack. Leeds. So yeah, you could tell they don't have the fastest attack. And we did keep their attack out. And we just did our job. So I'll say 7.5. I'll say 7.5 for Nunes. Not that big of a deal that game. What a joke. Chelsea fans are furious. Why are they furious? What happened? I mean, the Arsenal game kicks off and only another hour from now, so... Nunes is okay yesterday, I agree, he was okay. He wasn't great, he was just okay. Just played a solid, steady game. That's what I think Nunes played. Yeah, 7.5, I agree. I agree. Rodri. Guys. Lads. At the start of the season. I was hearing people talk about Rodri like he was washed. People were saying Rodri is washed at the start of the season. Man came back from an ACL. People were saying he's washed. Where are you now? Hey, where are you now? How washed is Rodri? Look at him, he played a brilliant game. Again, how many brilliant games in a row is that by Rodri? Listen, that first half, everything went through him. Everything. If you wanted to get the ball up the pitch, Rodri. Because our midfield was doing fuck all, and I will criticize our midfield in a bit, by the way. Rodri was everything that game. You want to get the ball forwards? Rodri. You're under pressure? Rodri. You're trying to create? Rodri. You don't know what to do? Rodri. Everything went through Rodri. You lose the ball? Rodri. Physical guy in midfield, on turnovers, on second balls, on first balls even. Rodri. Everything went through Rodri. And we should not be that reliant on Rodri. I will criticize the rest of the midfield, because I do think that we had a terrible midfield game. Minus Rodri. But that is where world-class players bail you out. World-class players, like Rodri, bail you out in a game like this. And that's exactly what they did. Or what Rodri did, should I say specifically. He bailed us out. We should have been getting hammered that first half. In fact, we were at point in that first half getting hammered. Rodri, I'm that guy. I'm the best 6 in the world. I'm the best defensive midfielder in the world. I'm the best whatever you call it in the world. And I'm gonna show that. I'm gonna show my level in this game where my team is playing shit. I'm gonna show my level. I'm gonna keep my team in this game. I'm gonna keep the mentality high. Mentality, by the way, Arsenal fans. And I'm gonna get us over the line. And that is what he did. Unreal player. Unreal player. The fact that our fan base was talking about him being washed when he came back from an ACL injury. That enforces everything I said at the start of the stream. This fan base is too quick to criticize and too slow to praise. Criticize, yes, I criticize a lot. And you'll see me criticize in a bit. But when someone does something great, you need to praise them. Regardless of who they are. No player FC here. Praise the good players. Because Rodri, I heard a lot of people say he is washed at start of the season when he came back from his ACL. Are you gonna praise him? Are you gonna say thank you, Rodri, I was wrong? Yeah, didn't think so. Didn't think so. Absolute quality player. Especially United's winning. Bro, late equalized by Strand Larsen, don't worry. Liam de Lap is in the lineup for Chelsea, is he? Interesting. Rodri class, 8.5 out of 10. I'll go even the extra mile beyond. I'll make it 9 out of 10. I think he and Nuri and DIAS were just absolutely brilliant. Kept us in a game where the rest of the players we're about to talk about weren't all that good, if I'm being terribly honest here. So let's get on to the next one. Ryan Cherky. I have to caveat when I talk about Ryan Cherky, because I'm on the internet and people on the internet aren't capable of listening. Ryan Cherky is a very talented player. I like Ryan Cherky. Ryan Cherky is brilliant, has been brilliant this season. Ryan Cherky is beyond his years. He could very well become the best 10 the Premier League has ever seen. Good, I'm not saying he will. But you need to criticize where he plays poorly. Just as you need to praise where someone does well, as I've done all streams so far, you need to criticize when someone plays poorly. He made 1 or 2 good passes all game. And I've talked about this before. Ryan Cherky is a brilliant passer, he's a brilliant dribbler, he's a brilliant everything. But sometimes it takes too long. And that's normal, by the way. That is normal. It's his 3rd season in the Premier League, 22 years old. That immediate tempo is not into him. It's not drilled into him yet. But in the Premier League, that tempo and that pace and that pass that you make in 1 second, make it in half a second, that's important. And I think this business end of the season, you can see where Cherky lacks a bit of experience. He lacks experience in the Premier League specifically. He can't keep up with that pace in this latter end of the season. Is that drastic? No, it's quite normal for the new Premier League players. And he has been brilliant almost all season. But this is why he sometimes gets benched. Because he's not up to this speed yet, and that's fine. He will get there. He'll get there next season. Don't worry about it. But that is why he sometimes gets benched. So he played a good game. No, he didn't. I won't even sugarcoat it. He played a very poor game. But he gave a very good pass, which created the goal in the end. So that is a saving grace for me. But I think he played a very poor game in general. Just very slow to get his passes off sometimes. Sometimes just not in the position where he needs to be. Very often he's just collecting balls, passing balls, but he's not doing anything really. He's just getting the ball and playing it to nowhere. Whereas when Rodri has the ball, he plays the ball wide into people with space, he plays the ball forwards, he chips it into the box. Ryan Cherky very often just collects the ball, passes it back to where he got it from. Which is fine. Everyone does that sometimes, but Ryan Cherky, I think yesterday did that a bit much. So not a very good game, but a very good moment. So you have to praise that moment. Brilliant pass into Ait Nouri, who then got the cross off for the assist to Semenyo. So brilliant pass that, which did create our goal. So you have to give that praise. I'll give him a 6.5. I do think he was our worst player yesterday, I can't lie. Even though he creates the goal, I do think he was our worst player. Because off the ball, he also doesn't provide that much. And that is fine. When you are brilliant on the ball, I'm not gonna ask too much of you, bar the bare minimum off the ball. But when you're playing poorly on the ball, and then you don't provide a lot off the ball, I am going to look at that off the ball stuff and I'm going to say, it's not like this makes up for you having a poor game otherwise, but again, Ryan Cherky, it's normal for him to have less bad game. Like, even when he has a less bad game, he still gets a brilliant pass in, which leads to a goal. So even when he has a poorer game, he still has this impact on the game, which I think just talks about his quality. Even though his lack of experience does show sometimes. But again, he'll get there, no worries. Cherky was great first half. Okay, second half. I think he was not that good first half either. I don't think he was good at all. To be honest, maybe I'm being very harsh. I don't think he was good all game. I really don't think he had a good game, Bloza. Maybe I'm being harsh on him, but maybe I'm just too used to watching De Bruyne, right? And I see De Bruyne get into those same positions. He gets the ball, he passes it, boom, goal. And some of these same positions, or boom, chance, or he just one-time touch, one-time pass, boom, you're in, yada yada. Maybe I'm too used to watching that from De Bruyne, but still. Yeah. He has played a lot of better games, let's be honest. Bernardo Silva. That's more of that midfield that we were talking about earlier. He didn't do much. Yeah, off the ball, Bernardo Silva is good. Bernardo Silva always does his pressing work off the ball. Fair enough. But other than just the bare minimum pressing work, which is the bare minimum for Bernardo Silva, what did he really do? I don't think he did a lot. He didn't help us play out of pressure. He struggled under pressure at times. Off the ball, he wasn't as great as he usually is. Going forwards, we know he's deficient going forwards nowadays, but again, it showed. He didn't help us control the pace of the game. He just kept giving the ball to Rodri and hoping Rodri would do something with it. And Rodri did do something with the ball, fair enough, but I mean, that's not enough. You can't just say, hey, Rodri, you're back from an ACL injury. Can you do my job, please? Like, you know. So, not great by Silva, I'm gonna be honest. But Bernardo played another full 90. I'm not gonna criticize Bernardo for being shit creatively when that's not his job. Is he poor creatively? Yes. But that's not his job. Is Sergio Aguero a great centre-back? No. But that's not his job. So I'm not gonna criticize him on something that's not his job. I think you need to blame Cherky there. I don't think that's a Bernardo thing. I think that's a Cherky thing. And an O'Reilly thing as well. I don't think you blame Bernardo for doing something that is not his task to begin with. As I said, Union Saint-Gilloise will win their game. Palace is missing Guehi. I mean, Palace has been taken apart. All their good players have gone. Ulisse, what's his name? Disallowed again. Hey, brilliant. Referee is on the outside. Ulisse, Eze, Guehi, and a lot of others, a lot of brilliant players have left. Just have left Palace, so yeah, they're on the decline. They're probably not gonna bounce back either. They'll get relegated next season. That's my wild prediction. Next season, they get relegated. Nico O'Reilly. Again, to repeat myself, not a good game. Really not a good game. I feel like Nico O'Reilly is on the pitch to help Rodri physically. Because Rodri is... to repeat myself again, Rodri is back from an ACL. Nico O'Reilly is on that pitch to help Rodri. And I don't think he helped Rodri whatsoever. He was just there. He was chilling, bro. He was chilling. Passing was not good. He then provides the aerial threats that he sometimes provides when he crashes the box. Didn't defend a whole lot. He didn't do a whole lot in general. He missed a chance. It was a difficult chance, but he did miss it. So yeah. Not. I would not say that was. I would not say that was a terribly effective game by O'Reilly. It just didn't do anything. I feel like usually he has like a very clear role where he's when he plays in midfield, he's got that physical play role in midfield. He's gonna dominate. He's gonna just dominate overall. He's gonna be very strong. He's gonna keep you the ball. He's not gonna lose it too much. He's gonna crash the box. And I don't feel like he did any of that. So, poor game by O'Reilly, if you do ask me. So, yeah, it could have been a lot better. O'Reilly, unfortunate injury. I hope he is fine for the Forest game. Yeah, he did get injured as well. I was going to talk about that. Listen, O'Reilly, again, I am criticizing O'Reilly now, but O'Reilly has been good for the majority of the season. So, again, because we talk standards here, standards. When you have standards, you criticize what's sport and you praise what's good. So all season he has been good. I do have to caveat that. Just yesterday he played a very good board game. I'm gonna be honest. I think I would have rather we took off O'Reilly to bring on Gonzalez than what we ended up. I will talk. That's for later. That's for later. Anyhow, the injury did not look that bad. We'll see in the press conference, I suppose, whenever that is. I don't reckon he'll be back for the Forest game. Maybe Gonzalez will play next to Rodri. It's interesting to see what Pep does there. But he should be fine. I don't think that was too bad of an injury. Again, we'll see. But did not look too bad of an injury. Semenyo, the scorer of the goal. Solid game, isn't it? Off the ball, he is an absolute beast. Like, this guy off the ball is a beast. He will run, bro. And pressing, physicality, absolute beast. Sometimes on the ball, he's not brilliant. I'm gonna be honest. He's not brilliant sometimes on the ball. And he played a like striker role today. Or yesterday, should I say. I don't think he was brilliant. But he did get the goal. So, like, what more can you ask for? He played as a striker and he scored. Okay, general play, not very good. But what can you ask? Like, what more can you ask for, right? So he did get the goal. Although I do think he played an overall weak game. I don't care. He got the goal. So, yeah. I'll give Semenyo like 8. I think 8 out of 10. 7 point. Yeah, I'll give him an 8. He scored the goal. You know what? Yeah, he gets an 8. Good game by Semenyo. Maybe sometimes not as involved as he should be, but off the ball, always off the ball, useful. Maybe his runs going forward weren't the greatest, but he's playing out of possession, so that's to be expected. And he scored the goal when we really needed a goal. He scored the winning goal. He got an 8 for me. He's an 8. Also, Chelsea lineups are out. I'll check those out when I'm done with the player ratings. Still. Wait, what? Still 8 plus. Still 8 plus, you mean? That's Marmoush. I'll talk about Marmoush in a second. Semenyo average performance plus only goal though. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's a fair way to put it. It was an average performance, but he got the goal, so he gets an 8 out of 10 for me. I think that's a fair rate, especially considering he played out of position. He's not a striker, he's a winger. So, especially because he played out of position, I think that's fair, yeah. Anyhow, Marmoush. I don't think it was a stinker per se, but it wasn't good either, was it? I don't think he was the best player on the pitch. I'll just preface that. He was nowhere near the best player on the pitch, shall I even say. Shall I dare say. Listen, when it comes to Marmoush, I find it very difficult to know what we want to do with him. He's not a pure striker. So he played second striker again, this time to Semenyo. I feel like Marmoush was maybe put off by Semenyo's runs being a bit poor. Again, I don't criticize Semenyo for that. He played out of position, that's to be expected. But when Semenyo's runs are a bit poor, maybe Marmoush is a bit all over the place then, because he doesn't know where to be. And then he doesn't have a big impact. I think Marmoush is Marmoush is the type of player who is dependent on the players around him. When the players around him are good, he's good. But when the players around him aren't that good, he might have the odd great goal once in a while, but other than that, I don't think he's too brilliant. So I do think he was quite average. I won't call it a stinker. I don't think it was a stinker, but I do think he was quite average, to be honest. So I'll give that a 6. I'll give that a 6. He just didn't make an impact, did he? I think he got a chance as well. I think he did get a shot or two. Let me check. Yeah, he got a few shots even. Oh yeah, he got that shot by the far post. Oh, I forgot about that. He should have scored that, by the way. Shot on the far post. Should have had that, I think. That's when he made the run, got the ball. By the way, Semenyo should have also given him the ball to shoot in the first half. When it was still 0-0, Semenyo was offside, shot way wide. But Semenyo should have given him the ball and let Marmoush shoot. But yeah, he got a few chances. Didn't make any of them count. So I do think it's fair to call it an average performance. Oliver. That is my nickname for Savinho, for those who are not aware. By the way, like and subscribe. Let me just tell you guys, while you're watching, like and subscribe. Because I'm making performances every week for Man City. Sometimes I make an average performance. Sometimes I'm making a world-class performance. But I'm bringing performances. Like and subscribe. As we get onto the bench. Oliver. My nickname for Savinho. He came on. He ran. I mean, he had 3 touches. He had 3 touches that game. Like, I don't know what... I don't know what to tell you about Oliver. He had 3 touches. So... Yeah, okay. But moving on to Tijani Reinders, who played a bit more. Man, that... I don't know, man. That was a weird substitution, if you ask me. I wanted Gonzalez there. Because you're bringing on Tijani Reinders to replace Nico O'Reilly. And O'Reilly is supposed to be the physical player there who helps out Rodri. Tijani Reinders is not that. That was such a... I was biting my nails when he came on. I was like, nah, this is not it. But he played an okay game. I think he played an okay game. So... fair enough. I think Rodri still had to carry most of that game, but did most of his job, I'd say. Going forward is always a good play, I think. Tijani Reinders always good going forward. So maybe he came on to get another goal. We didn't, but it's an okay game. It's an okay game. So Tijani Reinders, I'll give him like a 7 out of... just a 7 out of 10. Just played solid, did his job. Went on. I think that's fair. Oliver is a fake Brazilian. He is Bolivian. Deport that man. Yikes. Update. Attention. 1 second. Exit. I'll ignore that. Attention. Spain against Argentina finalissima. Suspended by Qatar Federation. Let's not get political. That is suspended. Okay. Yeah, Nathan Ake. Nathan Ake came off the bench for like 10 seconds. Or something like that. Came off the bench, saw the game out. Nothing much to say about him. So, yeah, that's all the players. Pep Guardiola got it absolutely right this game. Got the game absolutely 100% correct. So, make up Pep. Good job. Played a little bit bored at times, but I think Pep got everything right. So, Pep Guardiola, 8 out of 10 for me this game. Let's check out that Chelsea lineup. Chelsea. Because that is the title of the stream, believe it or not. The title of the stream is Respect DIAS, Man City title favorites. Gotta get dramatic, you know. So, Arsenal kick off in 30 minutes from now, actually. And they've got David Raya in goal, Hincapie, Gabriel, Saliba, Timber. That is a very solid back for a goalkeeper, yeah. Rice, Zubimendi, Eze. They've dropped Ødegaard again, which I do think is the correct call, by the way. I think they are a better team without Ødegaard. Trossard, Gyökeres. That is the best starting 11 for Arsenal, I think. Starting 11 by Chelsea is James, Sarr centre back, Chalobah, Hatto. Oh, that ain't it. Caicedo, Santos, Fernandes, Palmer, Neto, and Pedro. Pedro. João Pedro and Pedro Neto. Spicy. So, not the best Chelsea lineup, let's be honest. The best Arsenal lineup as well. So, but hey, listen to this. Man City won a game. Man City have put pressure on Arsenal. I do think Arsenal will trip up at some point. Arsenal will have a trip up, have a slip or whatever. Somewhere, somehow they will slip. This is a derby. They're doing the bravado of we don't feel the pressure. They're doing that bravado again. We don't feel the pressure. We are brave, we are strong. We are the mighty Arsenal. But they watched that game. They watched that Man City Leeds game. Some of these men are thinking, it's seeing out games. Winning games. That's 6 in a row. Are we bothering this again? Some of them are thinking that. You know? So, you gotta stay positive. You gotta be delusional. Delusion will carry you far in life. If you are delusional, you will overperform. So, be delusional. And let's pray on Chelsea 1-2. 1-2 Chelsea win, and then Man City really is title favorites. Because I do think we win the title. I think we win the title at this point. If you're worried about the Leeds performance, it is what it is. It is what it is. Listen. We got West Ham up... Forest up next. Then we've got West Ham. We got easily winnable games. There's no easy games in the Premier League. But let's be honest, these are games we should win. Okay, there's no easy games in the Premier League, but these are the games we will win. So, you go win those 2 games. I think that makes it 5 in a row in the Premier League as well. Not just 6 in a row in all competitions. Currently, in the Premier League, we have 4 wins in a row. So, that'll be 6 wins in a row in the Premier League. And then you still have the Crystal Palace game, whenever we get that. Just keep winning your games. Keep winning games. All you have to do is keep winning games. It's simple. It might sound stupid and obvious. But that's what you gotta do. And that's what we're doing at the moment, so... I do think we can complete the rest of the season winning all of our remaining games, by the way. I'm not taking the piss. I do think we can finish the season and win our last 10 games. Which would put us on 89 points, for those wondering. I'll just check the table. So, keep going. I'm not worried about that Leeds performance, because you did see some poor performances in that Leeds game. You also saw a lot of good performances, especially from our back four and goalkeeper. And you saw us see our game. We've not done a lot this. So, best performance, not by a long shot, but we won the game. Nottingham Forest next. Erling Haaland is back, and Erling Haaland is relevant. When you have Erling Haaland on the pitch, you have more space and you are more fluid. No, we are not more fluid without Erling Haaland. That is a simple myth. So, let's simply go with that. Like, subscribe, helps out a ton as always. And let's see if anyone's live to redirect to. Yes, sir. Let's redirect to him. Take up yes. So like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you for being in. As always, thank you for being in. And I'll redirect you guys over to Yasser's channel. Let me read out the chat before I redirect you, actually. Let me read out the chat. Aki, masterclass and being nowhere at all. I was on the pitch for 3 minutes though. Calm down. Not looking good. Forest, Palace, Tottenham all lose 2-1. Is that all full time? Yeah. Sad day for football. But it can get a lot better. Arsenal to lose. Arsenal to lose. Wel beter. Wel beter. Wel beter, guys. They're not good enough. Yeah, they're not good enough. Fuck Arsenal. Alf, great guys. See you guys on the next one. I'm doing a stream, by the way, to Club Brugge in an hour from now. So I'll see you guys on the next one.